Hello Aquarius and welcome to your November 2020 Oracle and Tarot reading. My name is Tessa and this is Tessa's Tarot. Before I jump into your guys' reading, I just want to reiterate the decks I'm using and how we're going to do the layout today. I am using Vintage Wisdom Oracle and Influence of the Angels Tarot. I did pre-shuffle both decks so they are ready to go. I'm going to be pulling 11 oracle cards from the Vintage Wisdom Tarot. As I pull the cards out, I might start talking right away about things that I'm feeling. Otherwise, if I end up getting some blockages, I'm just going to wait until we start pulling the tarot cards. So the tarot cards are going to clarify the oracle cards, and then we're going to kind of wrap up everything at the end with 3 tarot cards at the very end, just to kind of see how the story unfolds and what's going on, okay? One of the oracle cards is an underlying energy card, so that is also kind of like an energy that's pulling on. It's kind of like a string that is threading itself through all the other cards, okay? And then it kind of like pulls itself out into the final 3 tarot cards, okay? Maybe like as the reading goes on and as I wrap things up at the very end, you'll kind of understand what I'm saying. But it's almost like this underlying force, this underlying energy that's pulling everything else. And then as I lay all the oracle cards and tarot cards, it kind of pulls and strings along what's going on a little bit more like subconsciously and like above the surface consciously. And then the 3 tarot cards at the very end are kind of like pulling everything together into a final outcome, so to speak. Okay? With that being said, let's see if there's anything else that I want to... Oh, I definitely think that you guys... I don't want to get too deep into the goddess Lilith, but I definitely think that you guys should look into her and check her out. And the reason why I'm saying that, like, I feel like it might be significant to you to find out where your Lilith is placed. Just to give kind of like a brief little summary of who Lilith is. She's like the goddess of the feminine wilds, okay? So she's kind of like the deepest, most kind of raw and fierce and powerful and sexual and just like all things pure in the feminine emotion, you know, like feminine sexuality, feminine anger, feminine, it's kind of like this raw emotional power, okay? That is your Lilith. And the reason why I was thinking about that a lot is as I was doing my pre-shuffle and shuffling your guys' deck, I just kept thinking about how my Lilith is in Aquarius, okay? And to have your Lilith in Aquarius, it just kind of like shows that you have this inner, you have this like spirit, you have this part of you, this deeply rooted, intense part of you that very much wants to express itself in unique, eccentric, and just like wildly weird ways. And I'm just like, okay, that makes sense, like why I'm so fucking weird, you know? And why I'm kind of like in weirdo, like, you know, I'm kind of into like weird things like in bed and like just like little things like that. Like I kind of get these little, I have these really eccentric quirks that is kind of like this hidden side of me, so to speak. So this is kind of a side of you that is a little bit hidden. So it might be fun for you guys to kind of discover what your Lilith is. And maybe like what you might be driven by on a much more like primitive level. Okay, primitive. It's a little bit more primitive. So yeah, that was just something that I was thinking about. I don't know if it's going to be relevant to the reading, but we're going to find out, okay? So let's see what's going on for you guys for November 2020. So for underlying energy, we have discernment. Okay, so discernment is pretty much just about like taking a look at something closer, something that's going on in your life. It could be like taking a look at your surroundings, taking a look at a little bit of everything, your relationships, your family, your surroundings, the people you associate with, projects you're involved in. It's just kind of like this evaluation of life. An evaluation of like what it is that you have in your life, what you want to get rid of, what you want to keep. It's like this mental, I feel like there's this mental evaluation going on, of like really trying to feel everything going on in your life right now and trying to figure out like where you want to put your energy, what you want to pay attention to, what you should get rid of. It's like, it might be kind of a lot. Okay, it might be kind of a lot. So I'm really kind of sensing this underlying energy of just really reevaluating things. Your life, everything like that. We have abundance. Okay? You're on this path to get what you want. You're on this path to get what you want. I feel like you're open to listening. You're on a path to really expand, to really go after what you want, to be abundant. You're listening, you're paying attention, or you need to listen and you need to start paying attention to things around you. But I feel like you are. I'm getting more the feeling like you're open, especially with the discernment card as your underlying energy. I'm really kind of getting the feeling like you are in a state right now where you're really open to listen, and you're really open to listen to other people's like perspectives, opinions, really just kind of learn new things to help you get on track and to help you maybe like take your life to the next level, so it can help you evaluate what you need to do next in your life. Okay, so listening, and then we have expression. Okay, I'm sorry that I did not show the cards. I like to show you guys the cards, but then sometimes I forget. Okay, so and then we have expression, so the need to kind of express yourself. Okay, creatively. I see this as creatively, balance. Okay, create balance in your life. We have surrender. We have intuition. Just want to make sure it's showing up over here. We have change. We have trust. Patience. And centering. So really aligning yourself. Okay. Okay, so there's definitely going to be some kind of like alignment going on at the end over here. Okay. This is good though. Like this is a really nice flow of energy. It's not like chaotic. It's not like all over the place. There's a sense that things are kind of flowing, that you're remaining, you're in a state of flow, and you're kind of like letting go. You're figuring out how to let go, how to use your intuition to release the things that you need to release, and to put more attention towards the things that you need to pay attention to kind of create this change in your life, and to trust that this is going to be for your better good. It's going to be for your higher good. It's going to be good for you. And then there's like a sense of patience, like things are going to unfold for you. Things are going to happen in the way they should, bringing yourself into alignment. This centering card is very much about alignment. So this is a really nice kind of like smooth flowing energy, which I like. Okay, so this is a really good start. Let's go ahead and start pulling tarot cards. So for abundance, we have the 5 of Pentacles. This is Mercury in Taurus. Okay. So there's definitely a kind of sense of, there is a sense of loss over here. There's a sense of like accepting, okay? There's a sense of accepting where, okay, how do I explain this? So the way that I see this is like you need to let go of this obsession that you don't have enough, okay? Because the fact that this Five of Pentacles is falling on top of the Abundance card, I'm really kind of feeling like this is, there's maybe some self-pity going on. There's maybe a sense where you think that you don't have as much as you should have, or you don't have as much as you need, but you're actually pretty good. You're actually like, you're doing okay. You're okay. And maybe don't like obsess so much over what you don't have and focus more on what you do have. So that's kind of what I'm getting there. And you might be really like, I'm feeling like you're really kind of bummed out and down about not having enough, and feeling like it's isolating you on some level because you can't give, because you're not able to give to others right now. It's like bumming you out. Like you want to be able to provide, you want to be able to give, you want to be able to help others. And the fact that right now you just need to focus more on you, it's just kind of like bumming you out. Okay, the fact that you just need to focus more on like your own finances, focus on yourself, focus on your own abundance without putting everybody else first. I feel like maybe like you care so much about other people, but what about you? You know what I mean? So I am kind of seeing this as like just kind of getting back to yourself. Okay. And I feel like the person I'm talking to, like, this isn't somebody who has like a family and kids. If you have a family and kids, or if there are people who are dependent on you, I feel like this might be a more difficult and stressful time for you right now. But there's a sense that like everything's going to be okay. There's kind of this sense that you're actually better than you think you are. Okay, if that makes sense. So for listening, we have the Three of Swords, and this is Saturn in Libra. Okay. So you're really listening. I feel like you are so in tune right now with the higher realms. You're so in tune with the spiritual realms. And this is because you're trying to tune in and listen and figure out how you can help yourself through these like earthly challenges, okay? That is precisely the vibe that I'm getting. I'm getting the energy that it's like you are keeping yourself in tune and in check with the spirit realms. You're just there. You're there. And you're using that energy and that power to deal with all these little daily bullshit, all these things that life and reality and the physical realm, the material realm, the earthly realm is like putting in your face. So this Three of Swords, I kind of see this as someone, I kind of almost see this not as you. I see this almost as somebody else. Or like you're trying to be there for someone who is in pain. You're trying to be there for somebody whose heart is broken. You're trying to be like this good person for other people. You're trying to be like a shoulder to lean on. You want to be there for others, okay? So that is what I'm getting there. And this is maybe like someone who, is kind of dependent on you emotionally right now on some level. For expression, we have the Four of Pentacles. This is Sun in Capricorn. So there's definitely like, okay, so you're actually not really expressing yourself very much right now. You might feel like you need to express yourself though. You might start feeling an urge to share your resources with others, but you don't want to. You're like holding on to what you have out of fear, probably. But I also kind of sense that like you're holding yourself back from spiritual expression. And I'm thinking like, well, don't do that. Don't do that. You don't have to do that. Like maybe you're so used to sharing yourself in a more financial way or expressing yourself with what you have, but right now you feel like you're not able to do that. Like there's definitely a strong sense of restriction here. Like you're holding back, you're restricting yourself from expressing yourself. There's definitely a strong sense of that. And I don't know if this has to do with like some of the people that you're dealing with or just in general. This, I feel like there's something that you want to say to someone in particular, but you're holding back. You're holding your urge because it's like you don't want to I feel like maybe it'll show too much vulnerability in you. And it could have to do with needing support, needing something from somebody else. You might be kind of proud and prideful with asking for help. You might be kind of prideful in asking for help. So it's like you hold on so tight to the things that you own, to the things that you have, but then it also restricts you from expressing yourself, saying how you feel, asking other people for help. And instead of asking people for help or trying to talk to other people, you just hold on to it's like you're holding on to your pride. Okay. It's like you're holding on to your pride. For balance, we have the King of Cups. This is Scorpio energy. I think that it's just time. I think it's time for you to go to that deeper place and accept. I think it's time to just kind of like let go and accept that, and just like know that this is like divine. Okay, so this balance card over here, this is what's going to bring you balance emotionally. You need to open up with a King of Cups. This is a masculine energy. You need to open up your heart. Like you need to open your emotions. You need to allow yourself to receive love and to be okay with the deeper truths that are inside of you. And that's what's going to create the balance that you need in your life. Because I'm still feeling resistance here. There's some kind of resistance. And I'm feeling like this is just maybe a little bit more difficult for you. There's a sort of melancholy. Like, for you to do that, I think it's almost like for you to accept, it's like you don't want to accept, these deeper truths. I think you're afraid it's going to make you like depressed and kind of down and stuff. I mean, Scorpio season is a very heavy season, okay? And it's a very heavy, it's a fixed water sign. So the energy is super heavy. And the King of Cups, he is literally able to just sit in his feelings. Like, he can just sit in his feelings. So I think that it'll be good for you to, express love, to show your emotional side to others. I think it's going to be good for you to show your emotional side to others right now. For surrender, we have the Four of Cups, Moon in Cancer. Yeah, you don't want to really accept. You're just feeling very unfulfilled. I think you're feeling very unfulfilled by the things that are being offered to you right now, and you just want to like isolate yourself. You just want to isolate yourself, but I'm feeling like the universe is telling you to to surrender, and you're trying to fight it. I feel like you're trying to fight something. Because like when I pulled these oracle cards, I was really feeling like a nice flow of energy. And then as I started pulling the tarot cards, some restrictions really started coming up. Some blockages. You have some blockages here. Like you don't want... It's like you can feel the flow of things. You can feel it going on around you. You sense it. You feel the energy, the fluid energy, but I'm getting a sense of stubbornness. I'm definitely getting a feeling of being very stubborn about wanting to do things your way. Okay. For intuition, we have the Ace of Swords, a new beginning in communication. Okay, it's something that you just need to communicate. Okay, so this expression, this is feeling a little bit better because at least there's a sense of release, okay? I'm getting a sense of release over here. Like releasing, communicating, saying how you feel, saying what you think, taking action towards an idea, doing something. You need to do something. It's like you're feeling like, I got to do something. And I have this very clear intuitive feeling in me and I need to express it. I need to put it into reality and create this change, this path. Four of Wands, Venus in Aries. Very interesting. So it looks like you want to take action towards a person. It looks like you want to take action towards like a partnership. I don't know where it looks like you want to take action towards a partnership. Okay. Something inspiring. Trust, Three of Wands, Sun in Aries. I feel like the universe is telling you to trust that things are going to come in and you just need to be patient and you need to wait. And that like, it's like you want to take action towards this person. But it's like the universe is saying just trust that it's going to happen when it's going to happen. I feel like you have a lot of just ideas and in your head right now about things you want to do. But this is something very clear. There's a very clear path that you want to take. I'm feeling like there's a very clear path you want to take here. But it's like there's a whole lot of waiting. Patience, Six of Wands, Jupiter and Leo. It's like be patient, you're going to get your victory. Right? It's like be patient, you're going to get your victory. And then for centering, we have Hermit. The only major arcana that came out. Virgo energy. Wow. Okay, Aquarius, this reading is crazy. So, okay. So it's like you're taking action towards this new path that you want to establish that's going to create change, a partnership with somebody. It could be with like a significant other. It could be just some kind of inspired partnership. And then there's a sense of like going, like branching back out into trusting that, okay, so you want to take action towards this partnership. The universe is telling you to trust, to wait, patience. You're going to get your victory. You're going to become a leader and you're going to get your victory. And you're going to fall into alignment. You're going to be on your spiritual path in like no time with this Hermit energy. This Hermit energy falling on centering. The Hermit is like, he's a recluse. He goes within. He's like a spiritual teacher. He's a spiritual guru. He is a spiritual... He seeks esoteric knowledge. He studies himself and others. He's like a monk, okay? Very much like, the Hermit, it's very much about like meditation and spirituality and getting back to yourself. Major arcana, this is Virgo energy. Centering. It's like getting back into alignment. It's like centering yourself again. Okay, you're going to get back into alignment. So something there's some stubbornness going on up here. There's a need to like release. There's a need to like release and let go, okay? There's a need to look at things closer, to release and let go of certain things here. Okay. Especially around this area right over here. Expression, balance, and surrender. I feel like this surrender is saying like surrender to what you're feeling, like stop hiding. Like stop hiding from yourself. Stop hiding from yourself. Like accept that, it's like accept that life is going to, the King of Cups is guided by the Death card and the Judgment card. So I see this as kind of like you just being really hard on yourself. There's like this, there's a stubbornness and like being really hard on yourself. And it's like not wanting to accept your deeper emotions, not wanting to accept deeper truths, something like that, okay? And you need to let go of that. Okay, so for the final three cards, we have the Tower card, we have the Eight of Pentacles, and then we have the Seven of Cups. So it's like this, you're going to fall back into yourself so you can get back into alignment with yourself. And then it's going to create a tower moment. It's going to create some major change inner, I feel like, inside of you. Okay? So you're going to go through some major breakthroughs, and you're going to go through some major breakthroughs. They might not be comfortable, but you're going to go through some major breakthroughs and changes inside. But you're going to come out the other side like inspired. You're going to become very into your work. After you go through this major change and breakthrough with this Tower card, you're going to get, with this Sun in Virgo, you are going to get so deep into your work, okay? And you're going to start working on your projects again. You're just going to find like new enjoyment in just working for yourself, okay? And like options are going to start to open up to you, your imagination, different ideas, different possibilities, different things that excite you, that inspire you. It's going to all start to open up again. I don't know if that's a bad thing or a good thing for you, but it's going to start to open up in your mind again. Okay? Aquarius, this was a really interesting reading. I hope this helped. I'll see you guys next time, okay? Bye.